Hello everyone, Film Record. Today we will get acquainted with the film The Warmth of Our Bodies. Before starting the video, I ask you to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. For me, this is the best support. Also be sure to like the video if you like videos like this. We start the movie. It starts with a monologue, a walking zombie about what is happening around. He understands that everyone around is a zombie, but he does not understand if they can think like him. The rest, can they think by looking at them? He represents what they were before they died. He says that he occasionally comes across people, but he cannot apologize to them or, in principle, say at least something. He does not even know what he did before and what his name was. How much better it was before other zombie skeletons live in the same airport. They have completely lost themselves and much more dangerous than the usual ones. They are called skeletons and eat those who have a beating heart. Questions are tormented. Why does he think this way? Does others think the same way, or is he alone? He lives in one of the planes and collects various things from the past, and also likes to listen to music. He comes to the bar and says that this is his best friend. More precisely, they just sit and moo. It seems to him that they seem to be talking. Days pass, but sometimes they find real words. And now a group of zombies goes hunting. Meanwhile, there is a fortified place in the city in which people live almost as before. They even have their own soldiers. We are shown a group of volunteers who are instructed before the sortie. One of them is the daughter of the commander-in-chief conducting the briefing. The group arrives at the pharmacy and starts getting everything they see, but a group of hungry zombies are already on the way to a mess, while some zombies eat people. Our talkative sees the same girl named Julie. And he can't take his who will get his memories, thoughts, and feelings, and he starts to eat the brain. Is very sorry, but I cannot help it. He sees his memories, different moments from life. In one of these, he sees the same girl. He sees their love story. But everything is interrupted. New zombies are alive, only Julie and her friend are left. He takes some brains with him and goes to her. She tries to kill him, but he does not touch her and calls her name. He rescues her in the style of The Walking Dead and takes her away with everyone else. He brings her to his home. On the plane, Julie still can't believe that this is really happening, and is very afraid. He is trying to look less intimidating at this time. But this did not console her. He realized that she needed to be left alone. He keeps eating her boyfriend's brain to figure out how to approach. We learn that Julie lives with her father, who is the head of their settlement behind the wall, and her mother has died. The father-daughter relationship is not very good. Having seen enough dreams, he realizes that she has experienced a lot, and it is not surprising that she is so afraid of him. He decides that a new approach is needed and tries to show care to make her less afraid. She asks why he saved her, but he can't say anything except "don't cry." He turns on the music, and Julia does not completely understand what is happening. Who are you? We are shown that the corpse had a beating heart. In the morning, Julie wakes up under the pretext that she is hungry, makes him leave. He says that it is dangerous for her to go out and goes out to get food himself, which she successfully uses, or rather, on the contrary, not very successfully. But a zombie friend saves her again. He is quite watching how she enjoys the food, and "you are not so bad, Mr. Zombie." He tries to tell her the name, but he can't remember and all he can do is growl something, "You have a name." She suggested that his name starts with the letter ER, starts guessing and stops, but she just says that she wants to go home, but KR says that it is dangerous there. She is grateful to him, but asks him to take her out, but ER does not want her left and says that we need to wait for everyone else to forget. They begin to have fun and spend time together on and near the plane. Even he tries to drive the car, although it does not come out very well. They listen to the music that ER has collected and just try to entertain themselves. Julie asks about her boyfriend if he is dead, and they say that he has changed a lot in recent months, reassures her. He thinks again in his head that it's nice to sleep, but he doesn't dream because he can't sleep, so he starts eating brains again and sees memories. The moment of death, as he personally killed him and spits out. Meanwhile, Julie has escaped, and she is already surrounded, but also manages to make it in time. His zombie friend does not understand what he is doing, because he sees only food in her. But here there is a problem: more serious skeletons. They run away, but the skeletons are faster. What? One zombie starts humanizing and saves them. I want to help her. Other zombie videos that EP protects this girl. They let them go, and Julie leaves. They find some house and decide to spend the night. There Julie goes to bed and asks to spend the night in her room. Meanwhile, something is happening to other dead people, and they also began to humanize. Julie starts to change and tells him not to look. But it can't resist. She asks him if he has to eat people, to which he replies, otherwise, he will die. She says that she sees how he tries to be better, and he tries much more than any living person. You are very nice, but it feels guilty that he did this as a guy and that he did not tell her. He confesses to her. Julia's reaction was obvious, but she says she guessed. I just hope that it wasn't like that, just falling asleep and seeing, but a real dream is you a dream, do you see? I doubt it. Wakes up the next morning and sees that Julie is gone. He again starts a monologue in his head about how he really thought she would stay with him and they would be happy together. We must be content with the fact that there is nothing changes, they need to accept it. Julie returns to town as ER walks back in the rain and is surprised that he is cold. Damn, I'm cold. He won't stop thinking about her. ER meets other zombies led by his friend. They start talking better and better, and the bald ones say that the skeletons are raging. He says that ER has changed something in everyone and the skeletons are looking for him and Julie. He tells him his dream or memories change. ER decides that Julia should see and tell her this and asks for the help of the others. Sneaks into town and finds Julie's house. At that time, she told her friend, who survived in that pharmacy, that she misses him, but her friend only teases her. You miss him as if he is your boyfriend. Your boyfriend finds her, and she and her girlfriend let him into the house. While no one saw, the girlfriend begins to question. He tells what he came to show everyone. As the zombies began to change, they decide to tell their fathers, but for this you need to go through the whole city, and they decide to plaster it, put U-tons. There is no reason for the transformation to begin. He washes, paints, and it turns out, such a handsome man. Wow, handsome. They come to her father to tell everything. Julie tries to explain everything to him, but he does not want to listen, intervenes in the conversation, but the father perceives this as a threat. It gets better. Nothing gets better, only worse. A friend saves them, and they run away. They meet with normal zombies, which a whole army has gathered. And the skeletons appear. The battle of good zombies against evil eras begins, and Julie tries to escape. The military arrives and the zombies save them. The military side with normal zombies. ER and Julie run into a dead end and the only option is to jump. I'll save you, and they jump. ER takes the full blow and loses consciousness. Julie picks him up and he comes to. ER is covered with a human blush, and they kiss. The eyes become human, but Julie's father shoots at him. Julie tries to protect him and persuades her father to fix everything. After all, she says that he is different, he bled, and the corpses do not bleed. Hurt you, right? The colonel, seeing this, lowers his weapon and takes him away and tells that after all this they killed the skeletons, and the zombies began to learn to live again, and people began to accept them. It was the key to healing. The fingers are numb thanks, and Julie is sitting on the bridge and she asks if he remembered them. He says no. She asks if he wanted his past life back. What er? He answers, he just wants this one. Just this is where the movie ends. Write in the comments how he rate you from 1 to 10, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like it. Also click on the bell to watch. See you soon for